The attribute tourney has officially started, and people are coming into the ring with some of their spiciest plays. A lot of them have been mediocre, but I'm gonna come in with some spice. If you run into me, ooh, I'm sorry that I did it to you, but these wind beasts. So, consider subscribing, and let's get into this deck profile. All right, team. Look what I got. I got some Yosenjus. It's a different type of Yosenjus. It's not really the pot of duality, card of demise, set a bunch of back row, summon all your monsters. That's a good play too. I like that build too. I played it back when I actually had the cards back in Necros format. It was a lot of fun. I don't think Card of Demise was out yet at that time, but Pot of Duality and their engine is just pretty OP. So honestly, probably would if it was more of a competitive scene, I would do that. But this is for fun, and I've been OTKing people like crazy with this deck list. So let's get right into it. Obviously, we have the three Maxis, one of the most broken cards. Here's a kind of a thing too with this build now. This is the new spice is I'm not really running much of the Karma guys. I'm running Karma 1 because Karma 1 is just really good in order to bounce a card and I'm playing Kaijus, so obviously that's a good thing. Karma 3, you don't really need them that much. You really don't really need him that much, and I'm trying to OTK a lot, so honestly might even cut him out. We'll see, but I've been doing pretty decent with him. He used to be Blackluster Pendulum Dragon. That's a light. Blackluster Pendulum Dragon would allow me to kill one of my pendulums and search another one, which would then easily allow me to pendulum summon him out if it was him. If it was him by destroyed, then I would at least have access to one of my other pendulum monsters to increase their level to 11. And the cool thing about him is he doesn't care who's in the other spot. He can increase himself up to 11. Uh, and your other pendulum stop. Sabo! Yosenju Sabo. He is the best card in this deck. He allows me to search more of my pendulum cards, which I want to get to more of them as quick as possible. You have the Izuna, just in case I have a tanky and I open up with full combo and I want to drop Izuna just to make sure that all my effects go off when I normal summon and special summon all my monsters. Then you have, obviously, two of the kaijus because kaijus and yosenjus go really well together, hand in hand, especially since kaijus always bounce cards. All of the boss monsters bounce monsters. So if you're constantly dropping kaijus on your opponent's boss monsters and bouncing them back to your hand, you are literally losing no advantage and taking full advantage of the duel. You're playing one L and one R. You have to play that because of your channeling card. Your channeling card allows you to search for a level 5 or higher Yosenju monsters, hence these guys. But then also, if I already have all my level 5 or higher monsters, then I'm gonna use the other effect, which allows me to place L and R into my pendulum zones, which then allows me to pendulum summon, and the gateway is opened, and that's when I'm coming for you. So those are that's why L and R are in here. Then you have Debak, Daybach. He's a beast. I was considering running three because you kind of just want to see more pendulum monsters in this build. So maybe I'll even run three of him if I have three. I don't know if I have three. I don't think so because I was always running two because Luster Pendulum was just very OP and helping me generate more pluses. Then you have Hita. He's a beast. Every time he's summoned, he bounces one card, and then every time a card is bounced on any part of the field, he increases all Yosenju monsters by 500, which allows you really to get some beefy plays in where you got Dieback is at 4,000, 4,500, and you got him sitting at 3,000 or 3,500, and then you got two of your Yosenju monsters sitting at 27,000, 28,000 as well. So very, very strong. He's really OP. One Harpy's Feather Duster because I'm trying to OTK. I don't want to deal with back row or anything like that, obviously. Same reason why I have Lightning Storm in here, just for another Harpy's Feather Duster or Raigeki, depending on what it is. Then we have Pot of Extravagance because you do not use your extra deck at all. Yeah, it comes up sometimes where you could use it, but you really don't want to use it because all your monsters bounce back to your hand. All of them. You don't want them to be used for fodder, especially your level fours. Then obviously tactical talents because it's a going second deck. I want to OTK my opponent, let them summon a bunch of monsters, and then bounce all their stuff and attack for game. Pendulum Treasure, really good powerful card as well. Pendulum Treasure allows me to place a pendulum from my deck to the face up extra deck. So that has been very useful in the fact that I've been able to just put one face up, and then it's another way to me to kind of extend and special summon another monster. Small World. We all know about Small World. Small World uh, can really help out a lot of decks. I'm finding it that in my deck, it's cool that I'm able to search whatever I want, but at the expense of minusing -1. I got to figure out a better way to do that. So I might cut Small World just because I don't like the -1, and the deck already suffers from plus potential. It really doesn't have that much plus potential when it comes to a lot of things. So I might get rid of Small World, which could make it inconsistent, but then I would come up with other strategies to make it more consistent. Obviously, the two Tangies, you need the two Tangies, and then you have Evenly Matched because I'm going second just in case I want to pop off with Evenly Matched instead of um, triple tactical talents, and then double infinite perm. Just have more hand trap hate because I'm going second. Extra deck, like I said, really doesn't matter. I had this obviously in here for Luster Dragon. He's not in here. I had this for what's that mirror match? Just any deck that has a bunch of level high monsters. But I'm thinking of Sword Soul. Yeah, yeah. So just attacking over Sword Soul and killing one of their monsters, and then they really can't play the next turn. Very good. The only one in here that you really need to run is Lightning Chidori. Lightning Chidori gives you a lot of advantage just for having two level 4 wins, which is all this deck has when it comes to the level 4 engine. So he's really useful. And then the rest, none of them really. Oh. Wine the Wind Charmer. Charmer. Yes, yes, yes. Must be played because I've already had 2 times incidents where they put on board a Baron the Fleur or um, um, Crystal Wing. And what I did with that is, I baited out Baron the Fleur first. He negated. Then I triple tactical talents, took control of it, and then made my Wind Charmer. And then and then I took control of it. Then I popped a card. Then made my Wind Charmer. Then brought it back, popped another card, and now it's ready to negate an effect too because it's been reborn. So very, very good. I like Wind Charmer, and it also is really good in just in case you activate Pot of Extravagance, draw 2. Now, if you have tactical talents in your hand, you really can't draw 2. You have to take control of a monster or look at your opponent's hand. If you take control of your opponent's monster, and I still have one of my Wind Yosenju monsters, whatever monster they have, it doesn't matter because I can still make the Wind Charmer off of it and just take their monster. And then if they have a Wind monster, reborn it, which is probably potentially would open the door to playing a level 3 Link monster in the extra deck. But like I said, I barely go in the extra deck, so didn't put too much thought into the extra deck yet. If you like this deck profile, please give me a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what I could actually do to this deck because I do want to take Small World out. And you know what? I have considered also um, running more of a build utilizing the guy who, when he's normal summoned, he allows you to special summon one from the deck. Him, Magata. Uh, Utilizing him because if I do one of these guys, then do him, and then I special summon Sabo from the deck and search a Pendulum card, and then I also have Training Grounds down. Then I get to search multiple times and kind of get a lot of advantage going forward. And then he also is able to get to any other cards in my deck. You can special summon from your deck, etc. during the end phase of this card special. So the fact that he can special summon any Yosenju monster from the deck is pretty good. He can't bring out the big guys because I don't think he can. Actually, can he? I don't think he can though. But so I'm still looking at this build and seeing what I can do. Obviously, if I played him, I would play. I would play more of the secret moves because I don't know if then it would be still an OTK deck at that point. It potentially still could be, um, but I probably wouldn't focus more on it, more or less. So that's kind of the build I have here, and I would probably run one of him too as well if I was running Maget. So that's something to consider. I might do it. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that would make it more consistent and give me more pluses? I do think so, and then maybe I can cut down on more of the actual big Yosenju guys. Potentially. Let me know in the comments. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.